couple solutions. So I have a couple ideas.
I
I'll tell
love
you.
it.
I'll
Let's.
tell
I
you.
want
I'll
to hear
tell
the
you.
ideas.
Yeah,
We're
yeah. I'll
having a
tell
good
you.
time.
I'll tell you. The first idea I have, I'm gonna start a wife school.
I love it.
Yeah, so we're gonna turn 304s into wives.
Let's
So
stop.
that's first. That's my first idea.
Can we stop right there? Or
Okay.
do you want to go through all the ideas? No.
You asked me. I'll tell you.
I want to talk about that one. Don't forget that one. I want to talk to you about that one.
Yeah,
Keep
yeah.
on
I
going.
got you. I got
Keep
you.
on going.
I got you.
We're having fun, guys.
My second idea is I'd like to run for an office someday because I feel like in order the laws to change for men, women have to do it. So
I love
and
it.
if this was Pearl's world, I'd get rid of birth control. I'd ban it, but that'll never happen.
A lot of the men
if
won't
this-
like that.
If
A
this,
lot of the men, that's my guy right here. He said, "Hell no!" He said, "I'm gonna get rid of that, baby."
yeah,
Keep on going,
if this is Pearl's world, I'd ban birth control.
Yeah.
I think that's the root of all evil.
I like
And I'd actually go further. I'd go further.
Go ahead.
But
Say it.
I'm kind of
Say
extreme.
it. Say it.
I
Say it.
don't think women should vote.
Huh?
I don't think women should vote.
Lord Jesus, keep on going.
Yeah, that's
No
it.
women, you can't vote. No birth control.
Yeah,
Keep it
Yeah,
going.
no,
Even
because
though
it's
she's a
always
woman.
freedom without responsibility. And
I
so
love
like
it.
the
Women
reason
make
Should not
No,
vote. Pearly
but
said it herself.
I'll tell you why though. I'll tell you why. Because it was freedom without responsibility.
I love
And
this.
before women, like I believe in consequences for your decision. So the men know if they vote someone batshit crazy into power, you guys get drafted. We don't. Women decide elections. We're 55% of the population. I think if we want to vote, equally draft us. Y'all want equality. And personally, I don't want to get drafted, so I'll be in the kitchen.
The collective sigh.
There is so much going on in that.
Could you pass me now?
The drink.
Yes, please. No. The coke. Yeah. Like,
Yo, bruv, I don't even know where to start, kind of. Okay,
Yeah.
let's start from the top.
Mm-hmm.
Wife school.
Yeah.
Wife school.
Yeah.
So she's teaching people how to be wives.
Yeah.
Does that include men as well? Like, just wife school, right? Okay, that was a silly joke. But on the flip side, it's like, is she a wife?
No.
no.
Okay.
Listen,
Okay. And
Claire,
I'm not
Claire,
saying
Claire Huxtable can open a wife school, and I'll be
you'd
like,
be more into it.
I'd be
Because her
more
whole
into it.
role was
Yeah.
being a
Yeah.
wife on TV.
And I'm not saying, there are certain things in this world
Now, Claire
that
Huxtable
you
has
could.
a real name. I think is it Rashad?
Felicia Rashad.
Yeah, Rashad. Yeah.
Anyway, there are certain things in this world I believe that you could speak on without any experience, and you could still have a good and solid perspective on it.
Yeah.
To be like you're going to open a wife school based on your mum and dad have a great relationship and based on you do this podcast. This is what I'm saying. People are jumping on the internet for bants, bruv.
She must have been playing.
I hope
Her
so.
finger was doing a lot as well.
Is there
This thing.
3 or 4? Anyway. Yeah. So there was that wife school. So any future
she
Mrs.
has-
Asante, you gonna send her there?
She has actually spouted before she would do like a dating service to get women who are really into the red pill community, like other red
You
pill.
know-
That makes sense.
She said that she was prepared to
Listen,
do that.
That makes sense.
Listen, like I've always looked at it like this. Maybe I'm exposing too much stuff myself, but I don't like pain
Mhm.
during sexual interactions.
Okay.
Pain.
Yeah.
So whether being inflicted with it
Mhm.
or inflicting it,
Yeah.
there are a whole set of people who love that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool. If you
Mhm.
want to go and do red pill, blah blah blah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Because there's a whole community of people who like
yeah. That
stuff.
are into that.
Yeah, that are into things, right? So cool, fine. But bro, to come out and talk about that in this forum, like say you are an omnipotent individual with all of the answers, that's what I'm finding shocking.
I
So
just,
I feel like she has to be joking.
yeah, I hope so. My thing is this is like realistically, a lot of these people sit up there and talk about relationships and whatnot have you
On her show.
on her show, okay? But why would you not? Because you're talking about, women are this and women are that and whatnot have you, but why would you then not go and seek out the ideal, like, and then look at them and learn something from them, just rather than just gunning men and gunning women, like just what you want is out there, innit? So find that and model that.
You know what? Maybe sorry to cut you in a roundabout way, but maybe I think what the bigger problem today with the internet is the notion of the grift, bro. Everyone is shot in some snake oil,
Yeah.
some
This is it.
elixir.
This is it.
Some plan, some
This is
pill to allow you to X, Y, and Z. And it's just, those things have always existed.
Yeah.
But now it's in mass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That someone could just have a platform, talk in a good way, and represent yourself in a good way. And that's enough for people to say, yeah, I believe you. From Alex Jones to even what Trump has done.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, as a person. Do you know what I mean? The notion of broadcast and being able to broadcast yourself to allow you just to do that. Because,
Yeah.
fam, who says you have any qualifications to do anything like this?
Well, I would take it as you don't if you're actually not a wife.
Yeah.
That's a
Like,
big
it
one
kind
for
of
me.
doesn't make
Yeah.
any sense. Like, how successful have you been?
in a relationship.
Why would I learn from somebody who actually isn't successful?
Like,
That's
can you imagine
folly.
going to do a course on computer programming, and then a computer programmer is going to tell you that I haven't actually programmed, but my dad has, and I saw my dad. Like,
I'll go one even one even left. I'm working with you. I'm doing the course. But I'm doing it with you guys.
We're doing it together.
But pay me. But we're doing it together.
this is it. But again, going back to this and people saying stuff for Bants. So then she was like, "I'm gonna run for office," but then also you then followed it up.
She's probably a prime candidate for running for office in America.
No,
right?
Oh yeah,
Can't
absolutely,
be.
yeah, absolutely.
But it's mad, bro.
But then you followed it up with, I don't think women should vote.
And then she connected that with the army.
Yeah.
But even when was the last time? What country? When was the last time any country drafted people into the army?
Well, the US hasn't drafted since the late 60s. So
There has
that's
been a draft somewhere. That was Ukraine, I think, or Russia. I think it was Russia.
Okay.
They did a draft.
No, Ukraine.
yeah,
Ukraine. I think people
signed
volunteered.
up. Yeah.
But in Russia, they did a
actually did a-
conscription.
No,
conscription.
Ukraine was
It
a
was
draft
Ukraine.
as well.
Oh, okay.
Ukraine
Yeah.
actually did a draft
Yeah.
for
Men and
men.
Yeah.
No,
young
no,
men.
between it was
age range.
range. The range was.
I think it was
mad.
like 18 to 60 or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
that they
18 to
were.
60,
But loads
yeah.
of people actually still did, as
Yeah.
they do with a draft. You try and
And people
escape.
came
Yeah.
back into the
Yeah.
army. But
Yes.
I know Russia recent, because I know there was Russians who were like, they were killing their sergeants and stuff. I saw that. That was a bit wild. But yeah, bruv, it's like what she's saying, to even be able to sit there as a woman and to have a platform, and the idea of connecting that to a vote. If that vote didn't exist, you wouldn't have your agency in any way, shape, or form.
This is what I'm saying.
All of these things had to happen to allow that woman to be sitting there.
It's
She wouldn't even have the opportunity to say
This is
we
it,
shouldn't have
yeah.
a vote.
Yeah,
As a single woman that she is, she actually wouldn't be able to even be here in the UK as
Yes.
an American without a husband, because you wouldn't have a bank account where all of your finances were tied to a man. And as a single woman, you have this agency because there were women that were like, we should have our own
yeah.
agency.
It's like the world that you're advocating for actually eliminates you.
It eliminates you. And she said she'll be in the kitchen. Fam, she should just quit her show and go in the kitchen.
Then go and do it now, innit?
and be with a man and just live life, make children, and be happy. But it seems like she's more happy. And now, you guys told me a long time ago to go and check out this woman. That makes me feel like, fam, you're just trying to make pee.
Bro, that's
You're
all it
just
is.
trying to sell
That's all it
stuff.
is.
And I didn't want to have an opinion on a person I don't know per se. But then also at the same time, it's like, because she could call us out. We could easily end up on one of her platforms.
I mean, I think it's a conversation to be had.
For
though.
me, it's just like, I make music for a living. I could give you so much understanding of my process, but that's all I can do. It doesn't mean I'm going to make you me.
Yeah. Exactly that.
There are a whole set of other circumstances that is going to allow you to get to where you need to get to. I know that even though I've had some success, I know that I can't go there and tell any person this is how you can do what I did.
Yeah.
Because there's so many other variables that connect to the idea of me being me. It's a long time ago as well. I came in a different world where Instagram and all of these things didn't exist. A producer coming up now, they're going to have way more challenges.
Yeah.
So even though we can even have expertise, the circumstances can change everything.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm confused about that. But you know what? That red pill thing, if she has a community and they are getting results, then who are we to go and turn around and say, this woman shouldn't have a platform and shouldn't be able to talk and do what she needs to do? She's making a living, it seems.
Yeah.
Bless her. Like,
I
more
just
power
hope.
to her.
I just hope when she finds her husband that she stops everything she's doing.
So does she have a boyfriend?
I don't know.
Last time I was on her show, she didn't have a boyfriend.
Fam.
Also, if I'm following her, right? If I'm one of these red pillars and I'm following her, and she's still doing this 5 years down the line, and there's no husband and there's no child, is like surely that's obvious to be like, this is the grift, did it? Like this is you, this is you. Because another 5 years, you can still be on the internet talking about turning 3 or 4s into yeah, no.
You know what's crazy is that making it a little bit personal for myself in the sense that I remember there was a point in my life where I had to stop asking for advice from people who have been in relationships for over 13, 14 years. Like even you guys to a degree. Because people are just out of the game. The game is totally different.
You know
the
what?
game is played so different now. So unfortunately, just some of you could support me in certain things, probably emotionally, but in terms of the game, that's a whole different situation.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you remember, you said this
Oh, I said it to you.
a while ago on one of the previous episodes.
Oh, I did.
So we
Okay.
was talking about when I think Nana came up with the idea for this app, some kind of mad dating app. Anyway, I had the realization that actually I couldn't speak on certain things because you said to me, when was the last time you dated?
Fam.
And then my mind went, do you know what I mean?
To the 1900s.
To the 19. My mind went back to the 1900s, and I was like, "Oh, rah, yeah."
20s.
So
Yeah, bro.
I can't really
Like there's
speak
just
on that.
there's just
However-
certain things. But okay, go on.
However, I feel like going back to what I was saying about looking for people who have done what it is that you want to do, I still think there is value to take from that.
100%. I think that what I think the value is the dating thing is different because that's the game. That's
Yeah.
the game of going out. That's the game of apps, which I don't know nothing about. That's the game of how the zeitgeist has shifted for women in terms of expectations, ideals. Like Richard put something in a group the other day with that girl who was talking about being picked up. Did you watch that? Yeah. So okay. So this woman says I was dating this guy, and the guy sent a car for me. He Ubered me to a particular place. We had a great time. Cool. He asked for a second date, and he wanted to go somewhere like golf or something like that. But it was further than where the previous date was.
Okay.
So he said, "Yeah, come down, and then we'll do whatever." So obviously he must be handling everything, but he's told her to get down, and she's like, "Aren't you gonna send the thing?" And he's like, "Yeah, get." She goes, "Wait, no." She's
She's like, "Let me clarify."
She clarified. She goes, should I have?"
Do you want me to call
get
myself?
and then he said, "Yeah, sure, get it," and then come through. And she's like, "Nah, I ain't doing that." And I was like, "Look, that's a whole nother game, bro. That a woman could turn around and blah blah blah." And like, you know what? This is the other thing about men dating in today's world, and obviously today's world meaning how finances are set up. Like, I know I've said it before on this podcast that there's girls who are using sometimes dating apps just for meals.
Yeah.
And just for spending time.
Yeah.
Right? So you're having guys doing multiple things. All of these things are pricey as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so you have a circumstance where people just have their own value system, which is based on so many new things. Because the idea of getting an Uber
Yeah, it's new.
is so fresh. And you could just turn around like that. I've got so many people to meet. We've done it with our parents. Oh, can you send me Uber?
Yeah.
And you said, I know someone who's had to send Uber from Africa, fam. They were in Africa and sent Uber for their parent. It's possible.
Yeah.
It's a whole new game.
No, I've been away and had to do the app for them. Yeah, because it's like she wasn't able to do it. Yeah.
Exactly. It's
I
a
guess.
whole new game. You can now, like, look, let's even break it down even more. The notion of things coming to you expediently, bro.
Yeah.
Amazon Prime. The notion of just watching something and everything is there available for you. The notion that music is just in your phone.
Yeah.
Fam, that's changed the game on
Yeah.
so many different fronts.
Do you know what? The other day I just needed to buy it was like a small connecting wire thing. Bro, the way I got mad. So
Couldn't find it
I
nowhere,
went onto Amazon.
Mhm.
It was there,
Mhm.
but nobody. And I'm doing this at like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, expecting that by the time the evening comes,
Yeah, you want to.
I'll have my thing. And nowhere.
Was doing it Prime.
Yeah.
Bruv, and you know what's even more painful is now going to the shop
Yeah. Oh.
and then they don't have it. Oh, fam, you're killing me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're actually killing me because now I've actually said to myself, but bruv, wait, hold on. But Michael, shut up. Imagine that was just, what are you talking about? Brother, shut up, bro. Like, back in the day, we used to wait.
Yeah.
It
wasn't even that long ago. This is basically almost
Yeah.
like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
You waited a week or you went to the high street to get it. That was the standard.
And now you want a new man? You can swipe right, swipe left. You can take your time on your phone with your thumb and figure out your situation. Boom.
Mad.
Fam, the game is different. But to add though is yes, when it comes to the actual process of being in a relationship and communication and having to deal with all of the other stresses and stuff that comes from bills to children to school, that's the space. Yeah. You need those people who have that wisdom and have that understanding. So yeah, 100%. Everything has a vantage point that is useful. But this game right now is trash. I can't say that.
No,
it's
but
just
that's
different.
nuts though. Going back to the girl. So because he sent a car for your first date, he must do it for every day.
No, she expected that in a relationship.
Yeah.
That's kind of how she played it, innit?
So her thing was that she then went on to say, my sister is now married to a man who did this, like paid for absolutely everything. So for everybody saying, oh, da 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 da, she's like,
She's
no,
got some backlash,
it's,
didn't she?
it's out there. It can happen. It's happening to my sister. So I am not lowering my standards.
And you know what? That's right.
Okay.
More power to her because she's also broadcasting and letting the world know if you're not into X.
Okay.
I'm not
I
And
just
then
think it
that
could be a
man-
long wait for her.
But that man may surface. You know what? Those
That
types
man
of
is
things,
there.
though, it's, to me, I think people miss, like, her sister may have got lucky, but usually that is place and setting. That is society. That's like your realm of influence. Like, so if her family is well-to-do, then this is how it's going to be. If you're an average girl, that man may have just been for your sister and that's
But
it.
also, I bet you her sister is the prettier sister.
I've got a little sidebar on that. I think that caveat comes with other things,
Such as?
all of a sudden this guy financially handles everything.
Mm.
That means there's a certain level of control he likes to have.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
So it's gonna come. So everyone needs to be mindful that whatever you're doing is gonna come.
Yeah.
That thing has a light and dark side.
Because it's you're right. Because so she's there talking about this is what my sister has got from her man, but we don't know the full dynamics of your
And you're
sister's
not-
relationship.
You're not in that relationship. You don't know how it works. And loads of people that have been with people with a lot of money always say the controlling factor is huge. And when it comes to time is equated to money as well. So they'll just buy things. You may not actually get any time
Quality
with this
time,
person.
for that person to maintain that level
Because
of
they got
expense.
Exactly.
So, bruv, I remember being away. This is in our young days. Marbella, one of those first trips. And there was this young girl, bruv, beautiful girl sitting with us at a table. So Colin, we were Colin Francis. I was doing this thing, my boy Colin. Doing this thing, it was on the come up. This is before Marbella sessions, all of that. So he's still grinding hard, you know what I mean? So we're doing all the raves and Marbella was just like the beginning, burgeoning parts for him. So we're doing what we're doing, bruv. And this beautiful girl was sitting there. And she was with this guy, and this guy had some slick hair back, like, he had glasses, he was living, do you know what I mean? We had the freaking, back then, man, we were just, mediocre. I just got my first deal, you know? We were mediocre guys. And like, they had flipping, like a tall friggin' Belvedere, like this tall, where we're having to help
where
each
they
other.
got-
You know, so we're young, me, Simon, Richard, we're all young. 2-2s now, this girl who's sitting there looking fabulous, right? She just turns around and says, I don't want to stay with this guy. She says it like to us on the quiet, and we're like, whoa. And she's like, yeah, man, he's got my passport.
Look at that.
He's brought her out here.
Yeah.
She just wanted to come on the ting. But he's got all the documents.
Yeah.
No.
Bro, I was like, so wait, this woman, someone's child,
Yeah.
is here right now. And she doesn't even want to be here with this guy.
Long.
Wow.
Yeah.
For the sake of a trip.
Yeah.
You listen.
That's
Your
the reality
self-respect
of a lot of people.
has to be worth more. So
But
you go
bro-
on a trip, and then you get there, and the guy is like, "Give me your passport."
No.
No.
That didn't happen. What has happened, well, what my assumption of what has happened is that he's booked everything.
Yeah.
It's not even like, because she's not like, she's talking to us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's not like, you're here with me.
Yeah,
La, la.
yeah.
He probably would have been at his own table. He wasn't even minding her. No, he's just booked everything. So he has all of the documents.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's
Bruv,
just
he doesn't
that.
need her passport.
He doesn't.
Send me a picture of your passport. Let me book the thing.
But this was a different time. However, I think you're right. But bruv, there is a whole industry of that now.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah.
This is what I was really trying to get at. Look at how much has shifted.
Mm.
Yeah.
There's a whole industry of women. And when I was in Dubai, bruv, I saw them. They were there. I was scared as hell. Bruv, I landed in Dubai, yeah. And I went to the hotel, fam. And I walked in, and they said I was there doing a show with Kano. I walked into the hotel. And this is not like none of the mandem. The mandem are in their hotels, they're chilling, whatever. So the techies, they're like, oh, we're in the so and so and the bar. So they said the bar's around there. So I said, cool. So I started walking, bruv. These women, all different shapes, sizes, ethnicities, bruv, they're just walking around this cigar bar. I said, wait, hold on, what's going on here? This woman walked past me. I said, oh, okay, cool. Then one is sitting over there smoking a cigar. One's sitting over there. Everyone's chatting. I said, oh my God.
The realization.
The realization. I said, yo, this is a move.
Yeah.
This is business.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now there's a whole industry based on the idea that, yeah, a brother will do all of that,
Yeah.
but you pay me X. And I know someone who like told me another story. I got stories today, it seems. Fam, like men who pay women a particular amount of money a month,
Yeah.
and then they get this thing monthly.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's probably men that get the same. Let's not negate that.
Yeah. Probably.
But I'm sure it's probably less. But bruv,
on a salary, yeah, there's loads of people.
On a
Or like
salary.
you pay,
I'll take a salary.
or they pay a rent, or they pay something of your life
Mhm.
consistently. Yeah.
So I think she has so my ultimate point was I think she's got a better chance of putting herself out there like that. But I'm more concerned about what comes with it
Mm-hmm.
if she doesn't if she doesn't take
Yeah.
heed what she's kind of giving up for,
Yeah.
for whatever.
And I think a lot of people they're not thinking about that. Like they're just thinking the short term game. You ain't thinking about what you're
Fam,
giving
did
up.
the guy make you happy? Did you enjoy his time? You know, because all of those things, especially when the money goes down, because money don't stay
No.
the same.
No.
Money will go down. I'm under no illusion, bruv. I've had ups and I've had downs financially. And like, yeah, you want someone who's just gonna roll with you. And fam, maybe she's not looking for that right now. Bless her.
Bless her.
Even though this girl, we have to come back to her. So I'm sure she's gonna continue to come
Listen,
on our pod, you know.
more power to Pearl the Grifter.
What's her name?
Just Pearl.
Her name is Just
Well,
Pearl.
her channel is called Just Pearl.
And her name is
No,
actually
just
Pearl.
a pearly thing.
Just Pearly Things.
And
Sorry.
her name is actually Pearl.
No, it's
no,
not.
it's not.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not even Pearl.
That's why it's all a character, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
easier to play this character when
Yeah.
it's not your real name as well.
I think, yeah. I don't know whether she's joking, but I would hope to think that she's...
Listen, the last time we spoke about her, she was on about 300k. Speaking about now, I'm sure she's close to 500k. I don't know. So do your thing in it. But I'm just saying, in the same way that she's out there doing her thing, I'm just saying, I'm tired of this, man.
Yeah,
Like,
it's becoming
how can I unfollow, but YouTube is still serving me recommendations?
because you are finding them for the Chop House. They got the algorithm's like, but he's got Chop House. He needs content.
She's doing her thing, because even I didn't even get that from her page. I saw that from somebody else that posted
Like
it. Do you know what I
reposted
mean?
it,
So it's
yeah.
just like,
And the black brother, I was looking at his suit, boy, that was flying, fam. But I came with the light blue. I was like, ooh, can I pull that off?